the War Games match was brought back into fold, not on Raw and not on SmackDown, but in NXT. So you technically are part of the first ever WWE War Games match. Now, when you
Yeah.
heard this news, when someone says to you, hey, we're going to do this match, it's going to be War Games, what's going through your brain? Because this has so much history towards it in the WCW, but people have been like asking for it since 2001 when WCW closed. So when you're pitched this or told this, do you believe it? Do you actually think this is going to happen?
Um, Not really. And then you're kind of just in the midst of it, so you're like taking it day by day, and things are going well, so you're just trying to enjoy it, trying not to get ahead of yourselves. But I mean, I'll say for one that era, the Crockett years, for lack of a better name, is the stuff that really got me loving wrestling, like really hooked me in. And so, like the War Games, the VHS tape, my parents, I wore that thing out, like all of them. And to be a part of that history, Dusty Rhodes, uh, the Horsemen, the Road Warriors, Nikita Koloff, Barry Windham. I mean, Sting. Ever like so when you go through the first, I think it was the first four, right, in WCW. The first four War Games were all still, to me. I think those were the ones I really wore out. You know, endlessly, and to then be this generation's edition of that, yeah, that's still sort of surreal to think that that's how it went. And I think knowing Hunter and Shawn Michaels enough to know that like they were big fans of that era as well, no pun intended, but big Nature Boy fans and whatnot. So to be basically, I don't know, like NXT's Horseman,
Yep.
um, to do it with three of my best friends, like legitimately three of my best friends, and then the icing on top of that cake that I wouldn't have believed when I was a kid anyway. Uh, was the War Games. Yeah, I mean, just very, very cool.
Yeah, it was outstanding to see a return too, and obviously, at last year's Survivor Series, the WWE finally put it on their main card, and I think if your match wasn't such a success, they wouldn't have brought back War Games a year later, and they wouldn't have brought it back, put it on Survivor Series of all places as well.